My name is Zubair. I am 42 years old and I'm married with 3 young children. Throughout my young adult years, I deeply loved Islam and always knew it was the truth, but sadly, these were also years of confusion for me, and I was disheartened at the level of disunity that I would always witness within all the groups of Sunni Islam. I would always wonder to myself, how is it going to be possible for the Ummah to ever be united again? I had never met or known any Ahmadis during this time, and I didn't know anything about Ahmadiyyat other than the usual rhetoric against them. The very little that I had heard about them and the way their beliefs had been briefly presented to me led me to believe that it was not the truth. I always found the issue of the crucifixion troubling during these debates. I felt this was an area that the Christians had a strong pushback to the Muslims. The fact that Muslims seem to have differing, conflicting theories amongst themselves about what happened, all without any historical records or evidence, was very troublesome to me. And during my search for an answer, I began to read a lot. It was during this search that I stumbled upon an article on the Al-Islam website regarding Hazrat Isa alayhi salam and the lost tribes in Kashmir. I didn't even realize at the time that I was on an Ahmadi website. The article was eye-opening and I was keen to learn more. It linked to the book Jesus in India, and I opened this PDF book and dived straight into the main chapters without even realizing who the author was. Subhanallah, this book had a profound effect on me. It was like every single question and issue I'd had was being answered. When I got to the end and realized who the author was and what he claimed about himself, I was perturbed. But I just couldn't shake off the effect of the book and what was contained therein. It answered so many of my questions and issues that had troubled me for so long. It also made me realize what breaking the cross actually meant, which was what the promised Messiah alayhi salam had been foretold to come and do according to the prophecies of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. I continued reading the works of the promised Messiah alayhi salam and fell in love with his writings and expositions and became convinced of his claim. I would also find during this time that every time I would have a question, I would be reading his writings and he would bring up the exact same question and then answer it convincingly. I spent an entire year during the pandemic reading and praying, but if I was to look back now, I would say that I knew the truth immediately at the very beginning and was just delaying and resisting. I feel truly blessed to have been admitted into this Jamaat. Jazakumullah.
Jazakallah. MashaAllah, very faith inspiring.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asma and I'm wife of Muhammad Atarana. So before I accepted Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad as the promised Messiah and Imam Mahdi, I had the dreams. I had 3 dreams which indicated to me that Ahmadiyat was the truth. At this point, I started asking other people, my friends, people that I knew that was non-Ahmadi, because I was really confused. Even though I had dreams, I felt like I was being an ignorant and I didn't want to accept the truth. All my non-Ahmadi friends told me to not to read about Ahmadi because they do magic, they'll do magic on me and things like that. But that didn't stop me. That did not stop me. That intrigued me even more. So I started to go into Al-Islam website and started reading articles, more books. And I started waking for tahajjud every day. And I was begging Allah to show me more sign and guide me towards the truth. And this is when my 3rd dream occurred. And in my 3rd dream, I was holding your hand, taking bath, and I saw a line of girls wearing black hijab also, taking bath together at your hand. And that's when I knew that Ahmadiyya was the truth.
Acha, mashallah.
In the latter part of the meeting, the new converts had the opportunity to ask questions.